Hey guys, this is Lala Legacy, and welcome back to another episode of Cinderella Phenomenon. So, let's ask, how do I break the curse? The necklace you've got is one of Cinderella's glass slippers. To break the curse, you must get the second slipper. Complete the pair. And how do I do that? By doing 3 good deeds. Oh wait, whoops, that was Parfait. What? It's a very easy thing to do. At least, for someone who knows how to be good. 3 good deeds? What does that even mean? I wouldn't even know where to start. Take heart, princess. Goodness is innate in everyone. Are you sure that's the case with this one? Delora, you're not helping. I'm a witch, and I think I have more goodness in my big toe than she has in her entire body. Now you're just being mean. For every good deed you accomplish, you will get a piece of the glass slipper. When you've gotten all 3, you'll complete the pair and the curse will break. Simple. I suggest you start by polishing that attitude of yours. What else would you like to know? What happens if I don't break the curse? I think you know the answer to that one already, princess. What else would you like to know? Why are you two working together? To answer that, we'll have to give you a bit of a history lesson. Oh, I've got this. Once upon a time in a kingdom far, far away, there were 2 crystals. The dramatics aside, there is one crystal in the kingdom called the Crystallum Lucius. It is powered by happiness and love. The other is the Crystallum Tenebrarium, powered by fear and anger. The strongest of the witches is the Tenebrarium bearer. The strongest of the fairies is the Lucius bearer. Parfait is the Lucius bearer. I take in Parfait's frail and sickly appearance. She is the strongest fairy. The Great War greatly damaged me. My powers are a fraction of what they used to be. And with no child, I have no successor to my burden. Oh, what does a bearer do? The bearers regulate the energy of the crystals and keep the balance between darkness and light. For centuries, the fairies and witches lived in harmony with the humans of the kingdom. Until a certain human decided to be a pest. Who was he? I knew him as Hans Gabriel Grimm. Oh my god. Hans Grimm! The Grimm brothers! He wrote the fairy tales. And he started the feud between the witches and the fairies in the process. How could a single person have so much power? It was the power of his world, or of his words. In Grimm's stories, the witches were always evil. Yeah, that's true. The humans naturally grew to fear and hate them. They began to hunt them. Didn't the witches fight back? We weren't allowed to use our powers to cause harm. But that all changed when the Tenebrarium bearer decided revenge was more important than our promise. The witches took over the kingdom. They created the fairy tale curse to spread even more sadness and anger, to fill the human heart with negative emotions. All to fuel the power of the Tenebrarium. The delicate balance of harmony between the crystals was broken. The witches and the Tenebrarium grew far stronger than they were ever meant to be. We had no choice but to fight. And then the Great War happened. The Tenebrarium bearer was eventually defeated. The Great War was ended with the help of an unexpected ally, but many lives were lost. The good witches suffered horribly. We still have to stay hidden in hopes of having any kind of peace. Are you trying to make me believe that there are good witches? The Tenebrarium can poison a heart and mind into darkness and cruelty. The witches put themselves at risk in working with the Tenebrarium in maintaining harmony. Some inevitably are corrupted. Many good witches were corrupted during the war. Most remain that way. Many do not believe it, but witches can be just as kind as fairies. And yet it wasn't a fairy that cursed me. I've done good by cursing you, princess. You'll thank me when you've broken it. Delora was not corrupted by the Tenebrarium. She is as good as they come. Hopefully you'll come to see that for yourself. I doubt it. Apart from my own inherent goodness, Parfait and I are working together because we have a common goal. Which is to restore the balance between darkness and light. 3 good deeds and I get my life back. Easier said than done. You said Cinderella, didn't you? Didn't she just go to a ball and find a prince? What does doing good have to do with that? Going to a ball, finding a prince, it's all so old-fashioned. No fun in that. Cinderella is a girl with a pure heart. She's always willing to help others, even when they are cruel to her. Anyway, I have brought some clothes for you. I'll leave them on the table. We'll be waiting outside. There are some people I'd like you to meet. Yeah, not only was Cinderella a girl of pure heart, but her stepsisters and her stepmother each got their eyes plucked out by birds. And the stepsisters actually cut off parts of their feet to fit into the glass slipper. Ugh. I cannot believe this. I looked down at my neatly bandaged feet. I have to admit that while sore, they are nowhere near as painful as they had been 2 days before. Here's some salve I made for you. It'll help with the pain. Why would she even care? I was the reason she lost her job at the palace. Oh, she probably doesn't remember me as the princess. But still, she has no reason to do such things for me. I ignore the salve for the time being and gingerly stand up, testing my feet for pain. The injury is definitely healing. I slowly walk over to the table and change into the clothes that have been left there. The dress is nowhere near as luxurious as the ones that I wear in the palace, but still it is far improved from my rags. All my life I've never had to lift a finger, and now I will not let them see how much they have rattled me. I refuse to break. Just watch me. I will free myself from this curse. What is this place? There are several people in the room chatting amiably with each other. I noticed the girl that had left me the salve by the counter serving drinks. But as soon as the people in the room notice me, the room falls into immediate silence. Well, look what we have here, the Ice Princess herself. Uh-huh. They know who I am. I didn't think it was true. Cursed for her cold-heartedness. As to be expected. You remember who I am, and yet you still treat me like this. Well, you aren't really a princess anymore, are you? You're one of us now, girl. Everyone, please! You shouldn't be treating a newcomer like this. Princess, let me apologize. They mean no offense. I cannot believe that. Not when the people Parfait is referring to simply smirk and shrug as I meet their gazes. What is this place? Welcome to the Marchant Tavern, a home for those with the fairy tale curse. You make it sound like some kind of holiday house. Is she crying? Don't ruin my moment, Delora. Marchant Tavern? The Marchant Tavern was built 3 years ago, when the number of cursed in Angiel continued to rise. The goal is to gather those affected so they might help each other break their curse. Of course, I am also here to provide help as necessary. Only the cursed and those allied with our cause can stay here. The evil and the wicked can never find this place. Most of the people here are cursed. How come these people remember who I am? The cursed are not affected by the conditions of someone else's curse. Your condition is simple. Everyone has forgotten you are the crown princess. But because these people here are cursed, they still remember your title. It goes without saying that fairies and witches are also not affected. Oh, whoops, that was Delora. My bad. Come, princess, let me introduce you to the few boarders we have at the Marchant. Parfait beckons the serving girl over. This is Anise. She helps out in the Marchant and does most of the cooking. I'm sure you understand why she's working here now. I believe she deserves an apology. Miss Delora, what are you talking about? Don't you worry your sweet little head over it. You don't remember what this ice princess did to you. Huh? I have nothing to apologize for. Clumsiness does not befit a palace maid. I only did what was necessary. Well, it's nice to meet you, Princess. I'm Alice Willow. I hope we get along. Really? This is how you're going to start doing good? I don't believe I asked for your opinion. Please, you two, no fighting! I hold my tongue as Parfait leads me to two people whose faces are incredibly familiar. They are faces I have seen in the palace before. This is... Jurian Valente? I don't know. And Garland Berlot. How did you know? Ah! Stop it! I did not right-click. Both of you were in the Order of Calidra. That's right. They were two of Sir Alacaster's best knights. It was a big surprise when they both left a year ago. I only found out recently that it was because they acted against Sir Alacaster's orders. They were stripped of their titles and dishonorably discharged from service. What are you two doing here? We help the fairies. They and Anise are exceptions, and are allowed in this tavern without the curse. Jurian and Garland lend us their strength to help protect the Marchant. Protect? From the witches. They do anything to make sure their curse remained unbroken. Oh, what about you? I am an exception. Also, I'm good. You keep forgetting the good part. Remember, not all witches are evil. Your curse is a test. A test? Originally, the wicked were cursed so that they could learn to change. Their curses were meant to teach them a lesson. I'm hoping your curse will teach you a lesson too, Ice Princess. I really am only trying to help you. I don't need you to show me how to change. I just want my life back. Oh, well, to do that, you'll have to break your curse. Try to make some friends, Princess. They might be able to help you break your curse. Oh, I'd love to hang around and watch the princess try to be friendly. We have work to do, Delora. Fine. Try not to make any more enemies, Princess. We'll try, can't promise. The instant Parfait and Delora leave the room, the temperature drops several degrees. Now that I am alone, I feel the cold stares return. Disgust, contempt, as if I am the reason they are cursed and have to take refuge in the margin in the first place. Make friends? All I've ever had are my dolls. I've never needed friends. I will break this curse on my own. I was told it was rude to stare. One man suddenly stands up, the anger apparent on his face. His hands clench and unclench into fists, and he glares at me pointedly. Jurian and Garland place themselves in front of me, shielding me from the man. You know the rules. What happened in the past stays in the past. And no one is allowed to harm anyone else in the margin. If you cannot comply, you are no longer welcome here. No matter, the Ice Princess will get what's coming to her. He throws one last glare my way before sitting down again. Break the rules, and you will get what's coming to you. That goes for everyone here. Jurian's tone is cold and firm. I have no idea if I'm pronouncing her name right, but I'm trying. There's no doubt that she means what she says. So, these are the great knights of the Order of Caldera. The margin begins to settle down, and everyone eventually goes back to their conversations and meals. I walk toward an empty table, realizing that I am being deliberately ignored. I become immersed in my thoughts as I sit down. One thought, however, comes to me immediately. They hate me. They hate me somehow, when I've only ever left the palace twice in my life. How did this happen? The only people who treated me with any respect were Anna's, Jurian, and Garland. Is it because they cannot remember who I am? Maybe being in the margin is not such a good idea. I doubt anyone here wants to help me break my curse. Will you stop it? They'd probably rather see me suffer under its weight. 3 good deeds? How am I supposed to complete 3 when I don't even know how to accomplish 1? And may I join you? I look up and stare in shock at the beautiful lady from the toy shop. Her beauty still manages to take my breath away. What is she doing here? You were in the toy shop. Ah, yes. I was there picking up some items for a friend. I am humbled you still remember me. Oh, goodness. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Miss Karma. Your name is Karma. A suitable name for someone as beautiful as me, no? Karma, your narcissism is going to scare the princess away. Oh, you are that magician boy. Boy? Oh, how appropriate. Boy. Call me that one more time, and I'll ruin that pretty face of yours. Oh, stop. You would hit a lady? How savage. Anyway, I'm Waltz Cresswell. I have the Neverland curse. What about you, princess? What's your fairy tale curse? Oh, the Neverland curse. Okay, meaning he can't grow up. And will you stop it, mouse? Does everyone share what their curse is? We talk about it freely in the margin. The whole point is helping each other break our curses after all. Hard to do that if we keep our fairy tales quiet. He pauses, then narrows his eyes slightly. Well, some people keep their fairy tales a secret. He eyes Karma briefly, cocking an eyebrow. The smile never leaves Karma's face. Has anyone managed to break their curse? I've been told that a few have. A few? That's not very reassuring. Well, at least the curses can be broken. I cannot particularly say that reassures me either. What ails you, darling? Is it your curse? You can talk to us about it. Tell us what it is. Cinderella. Oh, goodness, Cinderella! That explains the nature of your curse. Only it's been reversed, hasn't it? Riches to rags. That's one way of putting it. Karma, you're not helping. Well, oh, my mouse is making me so mad. You really are off. Better ignoring him, Princess. He mostly speaks nonsense. Hey! Princess? Parfait's voice takes me by surprise. I hadn't even noticed her entering the room again. May I speak with you? I'd like you to meet someone, though I'm sure you already know him quite well. Rod! What are you doing here? Holy crap! Anyways, okay, before we get into that, I am all out of time for this episode, guys, so if you liked it, please give it a big thumbs up down below! And if you haven't already subscribed, by subscribing, you're becoming part of a legacy. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!